Hey, Satnam. So I thought I'd send a little thing out here on some of the self-care that Bailey, Laura, and myself are doing. One of the things is that we are doing a monthly service at Taspins and rotating it out. So this month I'm seeing Bailey on her Reiki. If you haven't had that with her, it's amazing. Laura's getting Spearlight with me, and Bailey is going to be doing the Transgenerational EVOX, which if you've done the EVOX, it is a perception reframing program using biofeedback. You go back and forth, it's mapping out that of the voice characteristics, finding out what is off balance, and then for 2.5 minutes you go and receive the balancing. So you can do it anything from trauma, relationships, performance, improvements, many different things, but that of the transgenerational, they say if you can get through that of the family where a lot of our belief systems come from, then you'll clear a lot of that out. With that said, one of those epiphanies I had while at the hot springs, another beautiful self-care that I do monthly for myself, was this of the cost of love that I shared. So my family is known for, and it's just across the board, if you go out to eat or anything, everyone's grabbing the bill. It's become this whole game and fun thing. So I've never really thought about it when I go out with friends or what would have been a date, all of a sudden I'm picking up the tab. And so it was never something for me to dive deeper in how I used that routine, so that hook that I have, that into a different belief system of my own trauma of at 17 years old, having an older sister, getting to go to their parties and stuff, and I was that cool 17-year-old, so they were very gracious in welcoming me there. But there were older men there as well, and this one that was 22 and in a band and could sing and play the drums, and I was all about the long hair, he was showing interest in me. So walking him out, I'm going to make this really short because this part is not even the part of the cost of love that I realize on things. He asked about me walking him out, and there happens to be a sauna there. So my first sexual experience was getting myself in a situation I thought, well, I got myself here, so I'm kind of stuck. And it just shut this part of me down of if I get myself in situations or traps, or if, now back to the cost of love, if that guy buys me that dinner, then what do I owe on that? What is the payback? And all of a sudden it just came to me that love is free. And this is something that I'd love for all of us to open our hearts on this, that there is not this give and take in things that we always look, if I do this, then what comes back to me? And we do this so much in listening to other people that we're almost waiting for that time that we can interject and put our 2 cents in, or hitting our checkoff list of what they are saying doesn't meet in our values. Is there a future of it going somewhere else? There is so much of this that we have this play of how is this influencing me, that we are not freely being there, open-hearted, and being able to be in that space. With that said, with love being free, that same type of love, respect, unconditional acceptance can be there for ourselves, that if we are in a situation that we are not crazy about, that we can just shut it off in that time and honor ourselves for that. So when we were in this last hot spring trip where this was coming, everything was just all full circle, seeing a friend that's in her 60s, and she used to be wild and free and travel, and now that German stoic side is kind of there, and she works a ranch, and so she is a hard worker, and being in these areas quiet is like, well, where are the men anyways? But this is a whole thing I saw with it, and this is going back again with the flipping the bills and everything like that, where I need to have things neutral, or that I'm a little bit ahead because I'm not going to ask you to pay back, so I feel safer in that way. With her upbringing of being that hard worker has made it that I don't have time to go out. I'm too tired. The men are not as hardworking or whatever. We create these other systems around that. So with that said, I guess I'm kind of using this now to maybe promote the EVOX for you. If you have that thing that you are really fighting and challenging with, I can go story to story on this and how we have put our values and beliefs to also keep us safe and that heart closed, that we need to have those contracts to know it's safe to get ourselves out there, to maybe put yourself in that vulnerable space to just open it up and see what's out there, because you know you're going to get the same thing over and over again if you don't change that belief system. Doesn't matter, different package, different story, different players, but in the end it always comes back to the same. And with that said, the next video will be on that of the infinite self and how we don't lose anything. It always comes back. Who we are is beautiful, unique, and meant to be there. Much love. Bye.